Reading is for singles and couples. We will give you information, or I will give you information about your love life and about your love life and about the circumstances associated with that. If you are currently in a relationship, then that relationship is in some way going to be explained here from yours and your partner's perspective. If you are in a not in a relationship, then this will align and explain to you the information that you need to know about your partner, okay? So it's a really wonderful reading to get centered. This information is good for all of 2017. So at the end of January, we will republish this video just for this part for those of you who are watching. So let's just begin the next reading. And so here is your information. I have to play the chimes a little bit for the people that I will edit this video for after January. So hey Cancer, and thank you for joining me, and welcome to this reading for your love for 2017. So this is a love reading for couples and singles. This is under the pretext that you are meant to be with one special someone. One part of the heart will tell you where you are in your relationship or where your mind's at, and the second part of the heart will tell you about your ideal partner or loved one. The first message is the Journey of Love Tarot, and so Oracle cards. So this is the card of the Rings of Time, Cancer. This card is telling me that at this time you are in some way connecting to a high vibrational frequency that has to do with being in the right place at the right time. So please trust that during this time, even if you don't find yourself in the ideal relationship, you still will find that you are experiencing a moment of lucidity and a moment of awareness that's coming through in your life. So the Rings of Time represent that there is a specific time and a purpose and a reason for things to happen at certain intervals, and you must wait for those right times to come through so that you can reap the benefits of those experiences. The next message is Healing Sounds. Okay. So Healing Sounds represents the time of understanding and allowing love and music to enter into your life. Really listen to the world around you during this year. I think that music is very helpful for you. This is true from the 2017 general reading. Music and musical influence will really help you grow and heal any problems that you have had in your life. The next card, the next oracle card, is from Doreen Virtue. This is the Romance Angels, and so this is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So Cancer, this is another theme that repeats itself from the general overview for 2017. This year is really about happy family and healing your family. Jupiter is in your 4th house of family and home, and so priority is to do with your family, is to take care of your family and nurture your family this time. Let's see the starting point for the year. Your starting point is Hermit. So maybe both you and your partner are finding yourselves in a particularly isolated time and place. Maybe the focus of your journey is inner knowing and exploration and awareness. The Hermit represents the sign of Virgo, Cancer. So maybe some of you are connected with Virgos. Now, if you are in no way if you are not in any partnership, this actually is true for you too, because this is considering that there is someone out there for you. Virgo and Cancer actually create sextiles, which are new opportunities of energy. And since this is an initiation year, 2017, you are beginning new paths and new directions. The Hermit is allowing you to move forward into new territory by using the things that you know from the past to move forward. The Hermit naturally understands the message of the Rings of Time, that it's not up to him to determine when things will happen. There's a certain degree of its own time and relevance. If you and your families have had some type of disagreement, then this is the year in which you may very well heal, and therefore you will benefit better as you heal your history, as you heal the energy that you bring into your relationships, including your families that you currently have established. Okay, so these two cards represent the highest ideals of what you find for a relationship. So these are the things that you wish to achieve in your relationship with your partner, or a partner that you see yourself with in the future. So here is the first message. This is the Lovers. The Lovers in this context does mean romantic love, but it actually also means a family. And so for you, the highest ideal is to build some type of family, some type of communion between yourself and someone else. Both of these individuals have their own truth, and they're sharing the truth together and agreeing to work together in order to achieve something. This is a promise to you, Cancer, that you are setting a goal that is aligned for you to come together with your partner, and that it's only a matter of time before you do so. The next message is, so we have the Moon here. I think that you're looking to answer really deep-seated questions and issues that you have experienced in your life. I think that you are looking to understand your partner and understand their motivations and what drives them. The Moon astrologically is ruled by Cancer, so this is something that is very true for yourself. The Moon is also representative of insight and intuition. I think that you are hoping to understand your partner at a deeper level. You're hoping to understand their shadow side, and you hope to have this both really practical family, but then this also metaphysical connection with your partner as well. Please remember that it takes time for those types of connections to happen, and that ultimately you will find a partner that suits that, or you will find the person that is suitable for this. I think both of you and your partner will have to make way to each other at this time. The starting point is of the year that there is a certain degree of travel that must happen for you two to be together. The next message is what your partner expects from a relationship, or what they are hoping for. If you don't know your partner, this will help you align with what they want. So first we see the Emperor. So the Emperor is saying that your partner either wants the ideal husband, or your partner is wanting to be the ideal husband. So there's this really focus on traditional values, this focus on rulership and authority, and falling into really distinct masculine and feminine roles. So there is this level of either being the leader or being led, depending on your sexual preference and in terms of your gender identity. But you definitely, your partner is identifying in terms of industry, really trying to be successful, to make a name out for themselves in the world, and they want to use the relationship as a conduit for that purpose. The next message is, so here we see the Fool. I think your partner is really ready to make the next stage and the next change in their life towards their coming together with you. Whether you know your partner or not, your partner is really getting ready for the next leg of the journey. And I think that it's up for you too to have conversations and to align your individual experiences into something that works together as one. I think that both of you have issues with regard to your family that need to heal, and I think it's up to you to communicate. Healing sounds communication and bringing forward the information so that you can share and that your goals can be attained. Now, given the circumstances now, this is the next step in your journey. This is your experience of it. So there's some type of realization. The Tower comes through for you yet again. So you definitely are coming through some type of understanding, realization that's coming through, that's going to in some way shock your world, that's going to change what you expect out of circumstances and situations. This is something for you to accept and be tolerant of, something that you are prepared for and aware of the possibility of it happening. So you aren't going to think that, oh yeah, this situation is just going to pass on by and I'm going to, not know what to do. No, this situation is going to happen where you come to some realization about what needs to happen so that you can actually attain a very healthy relationship. So you're waiting for that epiphany. That's what the Tower is. It's an epiphany and an awareness that comes through about what you need to do in order to achieve the relationship that you want and achieve the connection with the ideal partner and come together or reinforce the strong relationship that you have with each other. The next message is for your partner. Now, if you don't know your partner and you get this, then you understand where they're heading in their life so that you can respond. The next message is the World. I do feel as though your partner is making a choice to travel. Your partner is making a choice to go in a specific direction, to travel and change their foundation. I think your partner in a certain way may be calling on to you for you to follow them in whatever direction or journey they may be going on. I do suspect that for many of you Cancers, your partner will be taking a very prestigious job, and so they will try to encourage you to go along with them and bring you with them. I think that it's a matter of time before this energy will work out, and your partner will be giving you a lot of encouragement to take you with them on their journey. So your partner really wants to build a life for themselves and they want you to come along with them. For you, that's a bit of a surprise. You never thought that you would have to travel, or that would be the part of your partnership that needs it to sustain or maintain. And so I think that you will have to figure out how to do that. You will have to mend your family issues so that you can leave with a clear conscience. But I do think that love is going to, in some way, persevere, and that many Cancers will be following their partners, establishing new homes and establishing new relationships, okay? The next two set of cards represent advice cards this year with regard to your relationship. This is stuff directly for you. This stuff you can share with your partner, or you can actually watch and provide that support for them, knowing this information. So here is a card for you, Cancer. So the next message is justice and fairness. So I feel as though my first inclination is to tell you to really balance out and bring into fairness and equity your relationship. Do not actually allow your partner to take all your agency. Do not necessarily go with them in the world wholeheartedly giving up everything that you have earned for yourself. Make sure that there is a certain degree of reciprocity, fairness, and equality will be yours. In fact, this is true for the 2017 reading for Cancer. I do feel as though there is balance re-achieved in your relationship. I do feel as though that the partner that you have is currently really putting a lot of pressure on you to change things, and their needs become much more prominent in the relationship at this time. Maybe if you don't know your partner, within yourself you feel this beacon calling for you for you to move and go in the direction of your partner and reach out and try to connect with them in some way. So there is this kind of natural longing that's keeping you frustrated. You come to be a little bit frustrated and a little bit unsure as what to do, and the Tower is shocking you. It's kind of making you scared and is in some way kind of changing the status quo of your circumstances, and you have to move forward in a new direction, and in doing so you will attain balance, even though when it happens I think that you'll feel a little bit of shock and surprise that it did, but you will find your balance and sure footing again very quickly, okay? And communication is very important and a big part of that. The next message is the Empress. So I think that for many of you Cancers, relationships with your mother are very important at this time. Also for you at this time, many of you, it will be very helpful to get pregnant or to have a pregnancy in your life. If you are not in an interest to get pregnant, if that's not your thing, you don't have to be, but really you're orienting towards towards natural cycles of creation, and so such things as taking care of yourself, such things as eating well and really enjoying the environment and nature are things that are going to really help you through these times of realigning yourself and realigning your values. The next messages are for your partner and what they should do in order to get here by the end of the year. The first message is, so here we have Sagittarius. This is the card of Temperance. Your partner needs to back off, and you can specifically guide them. Don't tell them explicitly, because that will cause a fight. That maybe I do feel a sense that your partner needs to back off a bit, not put so much pressure on you to make the changes, because the changes that you have to make will resonate really deeply within your family. The changes that you make will be, there will be consequences to those changes. And so it's very important for you to move forward fairly and justly so that you can liberate yourself from any undue or negative experiences that have to do with your life. So I think it's important to address family issues, any outstanding legal issues. Don't let things just to fall apart because somebody is asking you to go in a new direction, Cancer. I think your partner needs to be encouraged to take what they get and not push and push and push for more. That can be very hard. Let's say that the job or promotion that they are being offered is something once in a lifetime. It's very hard to kind of take that perspective if life is giving you such a great opportunity. But you really have to encourage your partner to just mind their manners, to wait and be patient with regards to your needs, that you do truly want to find the right place and time to be supportive, but make sure that it has to be at a right time for you as well. The next message is for your partner. It's the High Priestess. So the High Priestess represents inner knowing and understanding. In fact, the High Priestess and the Empress represent the female form. The High Priestess is insight and intuition, the oracle. So your partner may want to solicit the advice of an oracle, the advice of a fortune teller, or maybe search within themselves for their intuition. I think that there's deep information that they have to connect with to understand exactly what is happening for you. So I think that it's important for you to kind of keep aware of the fact that your partner is in a very physical phase of life right now. They're very oriented to what's happening around them, while you are going through still somewhat physical phase, but you're dealing with emotions, you're dealing with relationships, family relationships, and you're healing, and you have to take care of those things before you move forward. So you have to encourage your partner to have a deeper understanding of the circumstances that you both contend with. The outcome for both of you for 2017 is we have the Devil. Now this is disconcerting because it's saying that by the end of the year, Cancer, there could be a very limiting belief system or a disconnect between yourself and your partner. Now you both could be clinging to your sides of the pie, and both of you could be fighting for your own right to that. Maybe there's going to be some type of need for conversation and connection between you and your partner so that you can in some way find consolidation and growth together as one. The Devil also represents structural constraints. So there could be very practical constraints that prevent you from being able to be free within this relationship almost immediately. I do get the sense that this is for Cancer's very significant relationship and very core to the issues that they are dealing with. With the Devil, again, we're talking about Capricorn, which is the 7th house. It's that spin of fortune with Pluto, and Pluto does have that tendency to kind of spin challenge into circumstances. And in your 7th house, that has to do with partnership. The devil says that maybe you come to have some type of responsibility and won't be able to necessarily be there with your partner immediately, and some time will have to be spent before you can be together. There might be some rules and some necessity for you to move forward in specific directions or hold off on the changes that you want to make. Make sure with the devil that you realize that it's up to you to change. The devil also is about unhealthy coping strategies. And so with the devil, make sure that you are not practicing any unhealthy behavioral patterns or that you are doing yourself some type of disservice. You want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, nourishing yourself, and that you are riding out this relationship. Now, I don't see this relationship as negative, but I do think it's very sensuous. I think that it's very serious at this time. If you don't know your partner yet, then this can feel like a lot of confusion rolling through your life. I think that there's some serious legal matters that you have to attend to, and I think that this will help you grow into a new phase of life for yourself. Or maybe there's some legal matters pertaining to your mother that you will have to suddenly nurture and take care of. And so there's some real world things that you are contending with, Cancer. And so the idyllic relationship at this time seems as though it has to weather the Rings of Time. The Rings of Time is probably the most important card in this spread. It's actually reminding you that no matter what you go through, it actually is a part of your experience. No matter what you go through, you will come to the ideal perfect place. So you have to stand resolute. And I think it's very hard when you have a partner who is ready, who is in a good position to move forward, whereas you have all these serious circumstances to deal with. So make sure that you forgive yourself for any limitations that you bring into the relationship. Forgive your partner for being pushy, and in some way make sure that you are both continually communicating and healing this devil, making sure that the devil is in some way addressed and in some way addressed and in some way healed throughout this whole experience. I do think that Cancers are going through something pretty massive this year. I think that a lot of things have to do with the larger world community. And so, yeah, that's going to really encourage how you treat your partner and what you are seeking. And I do think that you are experiencing balance in your relationships, and I think that there's some real fairness that's coming in, but I think that it's a tall order that you have to address. It's a serious reading, I'll tell you guys, but I hope you have a wonderful 2017. Happy New Year and happy January 2017. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.